Hey, welcome. I tried to stream this earlier, but for some reason the phone cut out. I did it outside. Wanted to show you what come out. Let's see here. Yeah. How they came out. Come out perfect. You won't be able to tell when when it's painted. They blended in real nice. Got three coats, quick coats of 50/50 on it. I'll do a couple more later today to build it up because you can tell that there's not enough dope on it. But I'm kind of just giving it a quick over sanding on it now to before I put some more dope on it. One good thing did come out of this ordeal. I found out I can use the stand that I've been using for the bench as an airplane stand. I put some noodles on it and using it as an airplane stand. So that's kind of cool. It was a piano stand because I was going to teach myself how to play the piano, and that is just way too complicated for me because I guess I have no musical ability. But I did try, and thank you, Steve Hines, for letting me try. You're just knocking off the high spots now. You don't want to take too much off. It's only got really 1.5 coats on it because it's thin 50/50. But we'll get them dressed off, and when it dries up, end of the day, when it dries up, I'll put a couple more coats on it. No, I won't need any super fill, Tom. I will tissue the. No, I don't think I'll be doing that here. The next step is to get the fuselage tissue and then put the fillets in it. Or maybe I'll do the fiberglassing on the nose because it gets tissued over. But I'm real happy with the repair. I've been working on it since 3 o'clock this morning. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I wanted to get it back to zero. I hate having things more or less left unfinished. Gotta get some more dope on that. There's not enough dope on that. I don't know whether my diet is going to be enough dope for this airplane. It's just so big. I might have to use another half a quart or a pint more of clear for substrate to get the necessary base coat I need. I know that it won't take any more than a pint of color. How I get those light finishes is you get 1 quart of clear. One, that's it, to do the whole airplane. That includes the top coat. So you split that quart into 2 containers and you get 2 quarts out of 1 for clear, half for the base and half for the top coat. So I don't put a gob of dope on my airplane. Stuff's just too heavy. Way too heavy. When I showed John the secret, he couldn't believe it. But that's how you do it. 1 quart of dope is all you get. When you're out of paint, quit painting. The rest comes from elbow grease. And my airplanes, you know, they don't have that spray shine finish, but they got a piano finish. And that's good enough for me. Why won't that go back down in there? Thank you for the like. Like, subscribe, share. Become a member. Oh, I got to get working on Al Raid's video. I forgot. Well, we'll work on this for a little bit, and then I'll get to encoding out the Al Raid video. Those are cool to watch. They're kind of nostalgic. Al's a good builder. Just he uses epoxy paint, and that paint is extremely heavy. I think Al would have been better suited with dope finishes. You know, but some guys just can't hang with dope, like Alan Brickhouse. He was a monocoat. What the hell did he use? Some kind of enamel on the fuselage. Rust-Oleum. He used monocoat on the wings and Rust-Oleum on the fuselage. Kind of a utilitarian paint job, and you know, I guess he did all right with it. Let's see here. Yes, that will be superfill on the fillets after I get the fuselage tissue. We got to go in stages here. Let's see here. Is this 332? No. You know, I got about 10 332 ball drivers, and I never can find one. They're always hiding. And I do mean always. I don't know how the hell they get away. When I need the little ones, I can't find them. When I don't need them, I got 5 of them in my hand right now. Come on. I guess it's because I'm just so unorganized here. Here we go. I found them. They were hiding. Here's 3 of them right here. These are all 332. Come on, get in there. I'm glad I normally only have to do this once. because they don't like to get in the hole again. Sometimes I make a little balsa cone to direct the screw into it. Still didn't get it. But what do you guys think? Did that tip turn out all right? Of course, you knew it would. I'm going to take a saw to my airplane midstream. You gotta figure I kind of know what I'm doing. Come on. Looks like this one's going to need a little balsa cone. So if I got to hassle with this, there it is. Just make an upside down funnel is what you do. Anyway, let's look at the other side, how it came out. Getting lighter and lighter, it feels like. So that's how this side came out. You can see the line where I tore the tissue back, but that doesn't mean anything. It's got a few. There's a lump right there. A lump right there. We'll sand that out, and after a couple more coats of dope, they'll be invisible. It'll be fine. Need to finish out the tip here. Ah, crap. I dropped the thimble. So that's basically what I'm doing today. Just fixing the screw-ups. Yeah, it came out good. I'm glad John talked me into it. He said, "You'll think about it." Yeah, I thought about it a week before I did it. It only set me back a day. No big deal. Silk span came out to here. All the way out to here. Kind of tore it at an angle, so the grain ran straight, but the tear ran up on this side of the second rib. So you're getting a little bite out here on this bay, plus you're sticking it to that bay, then you pull it over and okay. 6 watchers, 2 likes. Hey, become a member. See an hour video today. not seen on the internet before. I still got critical mass that hasn't been seen, and the landing gear building. I mean, Al's got some good stuff, and I really appreciate Al for letting me post that stuff. I'm gonna get a Don Tripod pilot painting video from Bob Hunt. That thing is so helpful. I wanted to use his Japanese tissue video, but he has some other plans. Let's see if I can get this sanded off so it looks good. Okay. Might as well sand that while I got this off. This thing has a dark spot in the wood. I thought the tissue was loose, but it ain't, because I put dope on it and it didn't move, so. This is about ready for tissue, this fuselage. We'll get a couple more coats of dope on it today. This was just the dope I put on it yesterday, but it's coming out real nice. Yes, 10 grams difference. These tips weigh 10 grams total more. A little more than a quarter ounce. But for the look of them, it'll probably be worth it. That and the durability. The other tips had some sharp edges on them, and they could have popped. But solid tips are so nice. If you look up there at that airplane there, those are solid tips. They're just really flowing. Tips on the other Tucker are solid. The tips on my high roller are the Billy way, which this was. Billy knows best what's light, but aesthetically it's not real pleasing. And I've tried to put them on there several different ways. I think about the only way that I could make a tip like that look good is the way Tom Warden did his Continental, with the perimeter and a full complete nose block and one extra rib in it. It's just a lot of work. So, you saw me yesterday hog them tips up, saw them on the bandsaw. I drew them the night before. I went over to John's. I sawed them on the bandsaw. Took 15 minutes to saw 4 tips out. I sanded them on the disc sander. Tacked them together. Marked it on the wing. Then I bandsawed it again. So let's say that we have 2 hours in it. yesterday. And then today I have from 9 until 8, 2, 8. It took 7 hours to completely redo the tips, and then probably another hour I have in doping. So 8 hours. It took a full day's labor, but it's worth it. So at skilled labor prices, it cost $800 for those tips. We were getting lunch yesterday at Arby's, and John and I were talking, and yeah, everything's going to be free here. Everybody's going to get $3,000 a month to live. But what you don't understand, it's going to cost you $10,000 to live, and nobody will have a job. So then what? These guys do not think. Okay. So you tell me, was it worth it to do this 8 hours work? There's at least another 100 hours in finishing it, and then another 50 to 100 in sanding it out after finish. That won't get done till next year, probably. Takes about a season to sand one out. And that's how you get the 6-ounce finish. I guess I could work on getting the motor fit today in the cow. There's a ton of work to do yet. Fiberglass the nose. Well, thank you, Tom. Got to fiberglass the nose, fiberglass the cowl. And once that's fiberglass, got to refinish or work on the inside of the cowl to get it a little thinner, try to get a little lighter. It's probably 3/16 thick now. I need to get it down to at least 3/32. Yeah, I'm glad I figured this out for this piano stand. It's perfect. I was looking at it out there and I went, hey, you know what? I could get some noodles and cut off a couple of pieces of noodle and put it on there and put my airplane on there. Take it to the field with me. Probably not to bend over. Either I'm getting old or getting smart. One. And it collapses up and stores away real easy. Great. So let's do that. Let's work on getting the motor mounted in there. I got to get the nose the last eighth of an inch of the nose is not quite blended in, so I'll get the motor mounted to get the last eighth inch of the wood blended into the spinner perfectly. It's close now, maybe a 16th of an inch, I don't know. But I'll get that blended in perfectly, so that's like the 5th time I've worked on the nose. And then I'll put the glass on it and cut the cowl opening. I think I'm going to have the head exposed in this airplane, which is, you know, it ain't bad, but I didn't figure on the drop, so to speak, of the cowl. I should have either dropped the cowl quicker or made the fuselage breastier. But I wanted the look of the Tucker, so I'm, making a scale model of a model. And this bad boy, if it's straight, which I know it is, ought to fly good. If I keep it light. So let's see about that. The cowl screw is the only screw that I bushed with carbon fiber. Because it takes such abuse. You have the cowl on and off way more than you have the wheels on and off. You just have to be careful with the wheels one time. After you paint it. Still needs the superfill treatment. I mean, I got the cowl line close, but you can never make them perfect, so I always do the superfill treatment. It needs 64th plywood back here. '64th ply here and '64th ply here. There's a lot of detail stuff to do yet. I need to sand or cut one. I guess we'll. Now this overhang is about 1/8 of an inch, and you say, well, looks good. Why bother with it? Wait. Got to get everything out of it. If you don't think about every single thing you can get out, the thing will be a turd when you're done. Say a little bit of overhang here, probably. We didn't base coat, clear coat it, single staged it. Didn't match, but they don't care. It's only trucks. It ain't a show car. Okay, let's see what we can do with getting that. If you feel up inside here, listen. hanging out about 40 thousandths all the way around. So I'm going to sand that flush with the side. We'll see what happens there. I'm going to need a longer stick. Gonna need a longer stick. Remember, if your airplane don't look as good inside as it does outside, you ain't doing something right. You ain't finishing the job. You know, I got a file. I wonder if that'd work better. Yeah, let's see here. Pretty good. Shoot, it's lunchtime. I didn't realize it was lunchtime. Been up since 3 o'clock. Anyway, this was a tip update. I'm going to get me some lunch. I might come back after lunch. I'm going to work on it, but I'm going to put in a 10-hour day today on this thing. Or more. 12-hour day. We'll see how far we get. I got to start I'm either going to doctor up my XL or fly my Monado at the Nats this year. The XL flies better, but it looks like a rag. Embarrassing to go to a contest when you're a builder, got a builder's channel, and your airplane looks like a rag. So I might just take the Monado. I don't think I have enough time to doctor the paint job well enough to garner any points. This year was, we still don't know whether we're going to have an app, but kind of up in the air, so I didn't really worry about preparing. We ain't been flying either because of this nonsense. Usually by this time of year I got a couple gallons burnt, but not this year. I ain't gonna do nothing anyway. More or less just to see everybody, hang out, look at this stuff. Go out to dinner, that kind of thing. I think I'm gonna put some CA on there. It doesn't look very good. The tissue's kind of pulling up, so we'll harden it up with some CA. Now you don't want to do much of this because if you do, your airplane will weigh a ton. If you look here, I've kind of sanded through the tissue a little bit because there wasn't enough dope on it. But if I just put a little CA on it and rub it in, that seals that end. But you don't want to do much of that. You feel the weight of this bottle? If you use 2 bottles of CA on your airplane, you put 8 ounces on it just in glue. I need to do that experiment, see what exactly an empty bottle and a full bottle weigh and subtract the difference to see how much weight is actually going on, because there again, CA does not gas off, so whatever you put on stays on. At least if you use white glue, it's about 90% water, it kind of evaporates. Audio bit rate is 0. Huh. I'm having all kinds of problems with YouTube. Hola a todos. Buenos tardes. Yeah. Open widget. Let's see what that means. Suggestion. The audio stream bitrate is 0. Lower the recommended bit rate. We recommend that you use a bit rate of 128 kbps. Okay, let's try that. Settings. 128 audio. I'm gonna go to lunch, guys. See you after lunch. Thanks for watching. I'll see if I can get all this sorted out. I don't know. YouTube's messing around. So we'll see you after lunch.